Good evening.
Good evening, members of the board. Good evening, Mr. Geary. My name is Audra Richie. I live at 104 Pickens Street. I'm here once again just to further express some concerns over test scores and highlight something that I found that I wanted to share with you. To reiterate, by the end of 2022, we had 28% of our students who were scoring at or above grade level in ELA and 20% in math. That being said, I do want to say it's really been a joy seeing you celebrate our educators and showcasing some of these amazing students. I am fully aware that Manchester has a ton to offer, more than many, many other districts, certainly more than where I raised my children. But I also want to say that I think that as a district, not only should we celebrate wins, but maybe examine where we're falling short a little bit harder. And these test scores are definitely trending down. And I wanted to highlight something that I read. The state of Mississippi did a drastic course correction in 2013. They were ranked 49th in the nation for test scores, and they implemented something called a Literary-Based Promotion Act for their third graders. What they did was they made it mandatory, and of course this is like state legislated and funded, but they made it necessary for every third grader to pass a reading test by the end of the year. They had 3 opportunities to do so, one before the end of the year, one at the end of the year, and then one after a special summer program if they were still struggling. If they were not able to pass that test by the end of the 3rd grade, they were not promoted to 4th grade. And that sounds very drastic, but it was very successful. What happened is by 2022, so less than a decade, Mississippi, a very impoverished state, moved from 49th place to 21st place for test scores. Huge, dramatic. And so I highlight this just to say, and you guys might all know this, I'm not sure, but that change is so possible, and I really feel like we have so much to offer the kids, and I'm not concerned about that 20 to 30% that are doing really well. I'm concerned about that 70 to 80% that probably don't feel as successful as they should. And I feel bad about that, and I look at those numbers and I know that they're not numbers. I know that they're children, and I know that we can do better for them and support our educators better. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Is there anyone else who would like to